Let's do it then, man. We live.
Amen.
Let's do it.
Amen.
Let's do it. Another amazing Monday evening. This one's special.
Bro.
Woo. We
Bro,
here.
we about to go into 2026.
26, bro.
Dog.
That's crazy.
Dog.
That's crazy. Is it just me? It doesn't feel like 2025 was a blur. Yeah.
No. I can agree with you with that one.
It zoomed by, man. It zoomed by for real, man.
Bro,
But
listen,
we here. We here.
I'm excited, bro. I don't know about you, but I'm excited.
Nah, I'm very excited as well too, man. I see you got yourself a little something. First and foremost,
A
definitely want
little,
to say cheers to you, brother.
little heart
Cheers.
healthy. Little heart healthy, you heard?
That's good. That's
But
good, man.
definitely,
Cheers.
listen. Cheers to an
Ooh,
amazing year, bro. You get what I'm
yes.
saying? We starting
Yes.
from scratch. Started with a small vision. We've been working behind the scenes, meeting weekly, right? Every
Mhm.
Monday. So I'm proud of us, bro. I don't know, like before we just get into the whole introduction, and for anybody that's new here, if anybody that's haven't watched our podcast, it all started with just a vision back in 2020 with
Mhm.
people kind of throwing out ideas like, yo, we should do a show together. Y'all got to get on a podcast, do something. And
Mhm.
like I said, that was 2020. We
Took us a
finally put
little
something
time.
together, bro, right?
It took us a little time, but we
Took a
here.
little time, but we here.
That's
Finally
it.
put something together 4 years later. 4 years later.
And look at
And
us
just
now.
said, F it. Let's just do it, bro.
And look at us now,
Look at
man.
us now, bro.
Whew.
Look
And
at
it's
us now,
beautiful because
man.
it's only the beginning.
Only.
It's only the beginning. And so I personally just want to say again, well, first and foremost, thank you to you, brother, for just showing up regularly. And then thank you to all of those that's been rocking with us, man. To
Yeah.
the newcomers, to the old heads that was with us when we was on IG Live. Y'all are the real ones. Yeah, those that was on IG Live really know. They really know. That's where it came together. But we had to, we had to upgrade. We had to graduate. We talking
Yeah.
about moving conversations forward, so we can't stay in the same space. So
No.
I definitely just want to say thank you to everybody that's been rocking, supporting. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. And shoot, buckle up.
Listen.
Buckle up.
We got a good one for y'all, man. This is our end of the year show right
Mhm,
before we get into the new year in 2026. This
mhm.
is the Talk That Shift podcast. I go by the name Mr. Drummond, public speaker, life coach. This is my co-host right here, Steve St. Vel. That man is a nonprofit owner and man runs his own business. He's a marketer, he's a coach, he's a speaker as well. The man sings, the man plays the piano, and he DJs. This guy does it all.
I
But
can't believe
together, this is the Talk That Shit podcast, and we have a very, very exciting show to end the year off with y'all. The title is very bold, it's very straight to the point.
that.
This is going to be the year that you finally do it.
Yes.
No more talking, no more wishing, no more repeating bad habits. This is going to be the year that you finally do it because this is our New Year special. And this is
Yes.
going to be your sign to go all the way in.
There's no other choice, y'all. There's no other choice.
That's it.
It's been a long, well, it's been a quick 2025. But if you've been tapped in with yourself and with your goals in 2025, you should have a level of understanding of what it takes to now elevate to that next level.
Yes.
And so once you got the plan, we gotta go all in. Gotta go all
Yes.
in. And that's what
Yes.
we're gonna do. We're gonna kick y'all off with the right type of energy. We going all in, man. We going all in.
Let's go all in, man. Let's get into the first talking point.
Yes, sir.
I think
Woo.
this is I honestly think this is the most important point.
That's true. That is true.
If we're
That is.
being honest.
I agree. I agree. Because you gotta hit them hard. And I think something that we've talked about on the pod is that don't wait till 2026 to get here to
No,
then start making the plans and then start making the moves.
no.
So let them know, bro. What's the first piece that we gonna hit them with?
Make a decision.
Period.
It sounds simple, but it's really not.
Mm. Matter of fact, it is simple, man.
Mm.
Stop
I-
giving. Stop. Nah, don't let them off the hook. Don't let them off the hook. These are good people that we talking to here, man. These are good people. We
he
can't let
said,
them off
stop.
the hook. We gotta hold them accountable.
Okay. So, like my brother said, it is an easy decision. But let me rephrase my words. We make it harder than what it needs to
Oh
be.
yeah, there we go. I like that.
We
I
make it
like
harder than it needs to be. Our first talking point tonight is going to be make a decision.
simple.
Okay? I'm going to start it off and I'm going to swing it to you, bro. And please interrupt me at any moment in time.
Got you.
All right?
Got you.
Something that I want to make clear as we walk into the new year. You don't need more motivation.
Hmm.
A lot of times people think it's because they're lacking motivation or they just don't have the willpower. Like, no, we don't need more motivation. You need more discipline.
Mm-hmm.
You need to do the things that's gonna make you feel uncomfortable and just make a commitment to the uncomfortable things. Motivation is like a high. It is temporary.
Mm-hmm.
It's a dopamine that a lot of people try to rely on
Mm-hmm.
social media when you just doom scrolling and you're watching these reels. And if you notice right now on any social media apps, you're gonna see all these motivational going into 2026 type of reels because I'm doing it currently, right?
Hey,
But
we
it's
gotta
it,
stay on brand. We gotta stay
but
on time. We content
it's
creators. You
you feel
gotta
me?
understand the landscape.
It's all these short, powerful, dope visuals and edits and nice sounds and trending sounds and on top of it. And it might be somebody running on a beach or somebody with a weight loss. It's like it's cool.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't need more motivation. You need more discipline. And the only way you're gonna get discipline is by being committed to the uncomfortable thing. Right?
Don't
My other point. My other point.
talk to them.
If you don't look crazy to others, that means you don't want it bad enough.
Oh, nah, not for nothing. That's actually a really good point. That's an amazing point right there. Don't let that
Crazy,
go over your head, y'all.
crazy is greatness to the average Joe.
Mm,
If
mm,
you don't look crazy, that means you don't want it bad enough.
mm.
To the average Joe, when they're watching somebody slowly build and become that person that they visualize and they vision for themselves, to the average Joe, you look crazy.
Yeah,
You look stupid. You look silly. It's not going to work out. Why are you wasting your time? Because the average Joe has an average mindset. The average Joe only can see things from the average perspective.
yeah.
While you on a tree level, they on a bush level. And if you know anything about bushes, they surround trees.
Dang, he hitting y'all
So I'm
hard.
gonna say this again. If you don't look crazy, that means you don't want it bad enough. Because when you want it bad enough, you're going to look crazy to the average Joe, to the people that want to live in fear.
That's a big fact. That reminds me of a quote I heard. The only difference between ordinary and extraordinary is just that little bit extra.
That's it.
Just that extra. And because so few people want to actually do that extra, you're gonna look different. You're gonna look like you doing extra. We say it in like in just the way we talk. Yo, you mad extra right now. You doing the most. But when you are aligned and when you know you got a vision and you know you're working towards something, you're gonna do those things. You're gonna do that extra. You're gonna be a little bit extra. And the people around you, if they're not on that same type of time, well, some people, they're gonna look at you like, yo, why are you doing all of that?
Yep.
And that's why you gotta stay locked in with what it is that you gotta do. Because you can't let that noise distract you. It's
Now,
just noise. It's just noise. But then when you made it to your goal and you
hmm
sitting on somebody's beach
hmm
enjoying the fruits of your labor and
hmm
they still in the same spot that they was before, that's where they're gonna realize, yo, shoot, maybe that extra was the difference.
Yep.
And it was.
It
And it
was.
was. It's that simple. Do the little extra.
Extra's consistency.
Yeah.
That's really what it is. It's just consistency. I get called crazy all the time by when people see me do the time stand and waking up at 4 a.m.
Yeah, bro.
And it's not because I'm better than anybody.
Mm. We working towards that. I'm working towards it. 4 a.m. might be a little stretch, but I've heard nothing but positive things about waking up earlier in the morning.
That's it.
We getting there. We getting there. Wait for me, bro.
I'm here with you, brother. What you got for me? What do you got for make a decision?
Ooh, make a decision. See, the word that's been on my heart going into this new year is execution. Execution. There is, and it ties in with that consistency. It ties in with, just doing what's important. When you understand what it is that you got to do, I know myself, I struggle with execution sometimes. I do struggle with execution because I might have the play in front of me. However, I drag my feet.
Yeah.
I let myself get distracted. And so when it comes to making a decision, I want to challenge you. We want to challenge you to execute with excellence this week. Pick something, anything that's in alignment with what you want for yourself, and execute on it this week, not next week, when the whole hype of the new year is up and buzzing. Yeah. Nah. We want y'all to hit the ground running. Execute this week. Pick something. Myself, I was doing some research today. I can't speak too much on it right now. I don't want to speak too much on it, but I was doing some research earlier today on some things that I might be able to take advantage of to put myself in a better financial position.
Come on.
Say that. My task to myself, because we don't ever want to tell y'all to do some stuff that we not doing.
Agreed.
Because then that just makes us fraudulent. And there's enough fraudulent energy on the internet, y'all. So I know very well what task it is. I got to reach out to some people. Let me just say that. I got to reach out to some people, see how we're going to be able to work these things out. But that's my task for myself before the New Year's comes in. And that's on Thursday. We don't got much time. So I know I got to get on it.
Come on.
I got to get on it. And I'm going to get on it. And I'm going to get on it. That's just the time that we on, man. Execution.
Let me ask you something for the people, right?
Yeah.
Do you need to have everything fully planned out to execute?
Right? Amazing question.
What about the planners, right? The planners, because I've been a planner majority of my life.
Those perfectionists.
Yep.
Whew. Short answer, no. And that's something that I really want to emphasize. I've had to learn, because I understand the unknown is very scary. It can be. However, I would like to challenge y'all to think of the unknown as your friend. Think of the unknown as your friend. When you start to embrace the unknown, when you start to allow yourself to walk into spaces without having it all figured out, it's so beautiful how things just start to come together.
Yeah.
But I heard you say you used to be that planner. You used to be the one that would have the whole thing ironed out.
The whole thing.
How did it work out for you?
It never did. It never did, because God and life throws wrenches and different things, and you got to learn how to adapt. But there's the thing about it, man. The planners, my little analogy for planners is like they're the foreign car that's in that driveway with no engine. Meaning everybody's going to walk by and say, it look good. Oh my God, that's a beautiful car. But until you put some engine and oil in that thing, it's gonna stay in that park in that driveway just looking cute.
Yeah.
It's not gonna hit the road until you put some oomph in it, man.
Gotta put that work in, man.
It's like running in place.
Yeah.
You're getting tired, but you ain't moving nowhere.
There's no actual movement. You
just doing high knees. Like you in fifth grade again.
That take me back to football practice, man. Back in high school. Jeez, them high
Yeah,
knees.
man.
Them high knees. Yeah. Yeah. Just take the leap. Just move. Just execute. Again, you don't need more motivation. You genuinely don't. Because motivation is like it's an emotion. It's like a feeling.
It is.
And like you said earlier, feelings they go up and down, they come and go. If you waiting for that motivation, you're gonna be waiting for a long time, or you might act on the motivation, but as soon as that motivation starts to dwindle, you're not following through. And so it's more discipline and get your mind wrapped around execution. Now, I understand because I mentioned it earlier that fear plays a big role.
Mhm.
Plays a big role. And I think one of the big things that just individuals we got to do is learn how to navigate our fear.
Mhm.
And something that we can do is reframe the way we look at fear. So when you think about, I'm asking you, bro, when you think about fear, what is
Yes.
a way that we can start to reframe the way we look at fear?
Um, Something that I had thought of is that you have to switch from a poverty mindset to a growth mindset.
Mm,
And I think it's the words that you say to yourself.
mhm, mhm.
Because here's the thing about fear. Fear isn't always loud.
Ooh,
It whispers.
yeah.
It whispers. And I'll tell you how it whispers, right? Be realistic with yourself.
Uh,
Slow down.
uh-huh. And not the good kind of
Eh,
slow down, like the
it's-
the limit yourself type of slow down.
yeah,
That's what it
right?
sounds like.
It might be safer this way.
Ooh, that safe word. Everybody want to be safe.
Are you sure you want to do that?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Remember the last time you tried that?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta
Mhm.
like reframe those words, right?
No, that's a bar.
You gotta reframe. You gotta go from that to a more growth mindset. Like, I can't do this. I will do this,
Mhm.
right? I don't have everything that I need right now. I'm figuring out along the way.
That's
Like,
it.
you have to reframe. You have to reframe the words that you tell yourself. You have to reframe. Who's that, wifey? Hey, JoJo. You gotta reframe the words that you say to yourself.
No,
And
facts.
you and excuse my language, you gotta just say fuck it.
Hmm.
Just say fuck it.
Simple.
When you've been repeating chapters, right? This is when I'm talking to the people that's been stuck for some time now. They've been stuck for years, right? For
Talk to him.
people for people like me, when you've been stuck, when you just been repeating marathons and certain chapters and certain stories, and you've seen the same thing year in and year out and year in and year out, and every time when the new year's approaching, you say you got hope and you say this is gonna be my year, but you know deep down inside it's really not,
Cook.
right?
Cook them.
You gotta just say fuck it and do the opposite.
Yeah.
What do you have to lose? What do you have to lose up to this point in time?
It's a great question. It's a
You
great.
gotta really just say fuck it, man,
Mm.
and just do it. Stop waiting for permission to be great. We said that a few episodes ago. You don't need permission to just do it. You don't need permission to be a great dad and a great mom. You don't need permission to say move to a new city. You don't need permission
Mhm.
to save your money. Like, stop waiting. My other
Ooh.
thing I would say to this is too. Stop second guessing the instructions that God gave you. We can't be like, God, if it's in your will, or God, if this person's not for me, remove them. And then when they remove them, you crashing out.
Jesus.
Stop. Stop second guessing the instructions that God has gave you. And I'm talking about the instructions that's been cleared. I'm talking about the instructions that he's made it been known. I don't need you doing that. Or I need you to do more of that. Stop second guessing. If
Mm.
you really trust that man, if you really stepping out on faith in the new year, if you really going all in, right?
I love it.
Big God,
Yeah.
then
Big God.
you can't stop calling the man every time he gave you the word. And now you're like, oh, well, are you sure, Lord? Or like, Lord, give me 7 signs. Give me 5 signs, Lord. Make it clear as
Oh my
day.
goodness. I love
Make
it.
the sign so large. Stop second guessing that man.
I love it. I love it. Shoot. Hold on. Because first of all, you done hit him with a whole lot right now. So you gotta let them breathe a little bit. You gotta let them breathe so that they can digest the information. Now, the first part you said transitioning from a scarcity mindset to like
Growth.
tr- getting out of survival. Getting out of survival. And whew, whew, them words that we say to each other, that them words that we say to ourselves, they hold power. There's a lot of power in those words that we be saying,
A lot.
especially when we talk to ourselves. So as you're going through just the breakdown of what some of those phrases sound like,
Yeah.
to those who might be hearing this and feeling like, dang, I've said these things to myself. I've been guilty of talking to myself in this way. I just want to say, forgive yourself.
Amen.
Forgive yourself. Forgiveness is a beautiful thing, y'all.
Amen.
And give it to yourself first. Give it to yourself first for speaking to yourself in that way, for operating out of survival instead of thriving. Once you forgive yourself, you can now allow yourself to move into that new version of yourself.
Yeah.
Like my brother, Mr. Drummond, just said, you don't need permission. You really don't. You don't need permission. You don't need validation.
No.
It doesn't need to come from the outside. Something that I used to always believe, and I still believe now. Like, I remember when I would hear people get into like have a breakup, they'll be like, I just need to talk to the person one more time so I can get some closure. You don't need that other person for closure. You don't need closure. You can grant yourself closure, bro. You can't tell me you ain't hear that too many times. Too many times. And
Boy.
people just be tricking themselves. I'm just gonna go talk to them. I just need to hear
Right.
what they need to say. And then you get finesse and you get the okey doke and you back in homie's bed.
Not only
Well,
that, they
you
be
was just
crashing out.
oh,
Right? Are you sure you not dead ass? You really done with me? Yes. I feel this, I feel that. Right? They start crashing out. Like you didn't know the answer already.
oh my goodness. You don't need the closure. You don't need other people for the closure.
You don't.
The same way you don't need other people for the validation. Stop making excuses, y'all. We love y'all, so we got to be real because we talk to each other like this, bro.
We do.
Like that's something that we maintain. We maintain that energy of holding each other accountable. If something sounds like some bullshit, you're like, bro, that sounds like some foolishness.
I
So it's like,
go ahead. No, continue. Go ahead.
nah. So it's just like, yo, be authentic, forgive yourself, and then just step into it. Step
Yeah.
into it. Step into it. For
I
real.
was gonna say something you said that sparked something. I feel like not that I never had friends hold me accountable for, but something about this year,
Mm-hmm.
I've seen a shift in
Mm.
my inner circle in terms of the conversations that we're having, the way we hold each other accountable, and just kind of pushing each other of like, yo, it's time to do more, right? It's time
Yeah.
to, yo, we need to really start learning, right? We need to start looking in these areas, yo. We need to start paying attention to this. Like, there's been a shift from
Mm-hmm.
my personal life in my inner circle, and you've been one of them.
It's I feel like I've said this many a time. Life responds that are like our external reality responds to what's going on inside. So
Yeah.
when we start holding ourselves accountable and start saying, yo, I need to get on it, I need to be serious, and we're actually following through, the conversations are going to be different because you're not going to be entertaining the same bullshit as before.
No.
And that's going to make some people drift away, and that's going to bring some other people closer to you because the nature of the conversations are now changing.
That's
Just
good.
the same way the nature of inside you, your internal experience is now shifting. If you thought you were a victim before, you looking for people to be victim with. You
Yeah.
looking for people to trauma bond with. But as
Yeah.
soon as you start healing, that's when you start clashing with those same people. But then there's other people that have been doing that same healing work. They come to you and you start having a conversation, and it's the most refreshing conversation that you had. It's because what's inside is shifting.
Yes.
And so the outside has to reflect that. That's the beautiful thing about this episode right now. Like, and the first step that we said, take that step, make a decision, make a decision. Because once you start making that decision, now that your internal structure starts to shift, the way you start feeling on the inside starts to shift, the way you start to think starts to shift. That's why it's so important to just make a decision.
There's this quote that I came across on Twitter like during the pandemic. I think I still got it. But it was saying the minute you tell the universe what you want to do, it's gonna throw everything at you to challenge you how badly you want it.
Of course. Of course, because anybody can say anything. There's a lot of frauds out here, bro. We
Yeah.
said that earlier. There's a lot of fraudulent people that just like the way something looks. But who's going to actually follow through with the word? Who's going to
Come
follow
on.
through?
Come
Who's going
on.
to follow through, man? And to that fear aspect that we were talking about before, like something that has helped me to reframe my fear and kind of look at it from a different angle is learning from that fear.
Yeah.
I feel like fear is a great teacher. As long as you don't allow the fear to overcome you and you don't allow the fear to be the driving factor behind your decisions, there's a lot we can learn from our fear.
Yeah.
We talk about self-awareness, we talk about self-reflection and healing and things like that. A lot of the decisions that we make are rooted in fear. But if you give yourself enough space, time to reflect on that decision and ask yourself, what did I fear?
Yeah.
You'll get a answer. And then you can ask yourself a deeper question like, where is this fear rooted in? What is this rooted in? Where did I learn this fear? How did this fear start to build up to the level where it's now influencing the way that I make my decisions?
I think you brought up a good point about like awareness is gonna be key.
Mm.
Because you gotta be aware. You
Mm-hmm.
gotta be aware to even understand what you've been doing, what you're not doing. You gotta be aware to understand if fear has been kicking your ass.
Mm-hmm.
Awareness is key. Because there's some people that's in some cycles and they're not aware that they're in a cycle. They're not aware of what's going on. But I really can't explain it, bro. It's really just a sensation. You gotta really trust that gut feeling. If you feel something burning in your chest, deep down inside, like, yo, my life is really supposed to be more than this.
Mm.
You can't run away from that sensation.
Yeah, you gotta
I feel
trust
like
it.
that's God trying to talk to you. Like, there's more, my son and my daughter.
Trust it.
You really gotta tap into that. That's not you just daydreaming and you looking at the ceiling like, oh man, I could be doing more, or like this is no. I'm telling you, bro. Deep down inside, we're really supposed to be living with abundance, abundance, man, abundance. He gave us dominion. He said, rule over it, bro. Like we gotta really, really tap into that feeling. If you feel like, yo, 2025 was not my best.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, 2026 gotta be more than that.
Mm-hmm.
Trust that feeling and tap into that because there's gonna be everything thrown at you to say, repeat 2025.
Mm.
Everything's gonna be trying to be thrown at you. You gotta tap into that and you gotta hold on to that. Tug like on some tug of war. On some tug
Yeah.
of war type shit. You can't let that shit go because it's really you versus the old you.
Whew.
It's
Talk.
you, it's the new you versus the old you. And the new you gotta pull the old you and say, we ain't doing this no more. And the old you is saying, like, hey man, this is where comfort's at.
Mm.
This is where we get lit at.
Mm-hmm.
This is where we get high at. This is where the niggas is at. This is where the hoes is at. This is where the trips is at. This is where the bag is at. The OU is gonna be like, bro, you bugging. I
Bugging.
ain't trying to go in 2026. I'm trying to stay here. Who's gonna win that tug of war?
Mm.
Who gonna win it?
Jeez.
So bringing up the tug of war between the new U versus OU, what happens? What happens, bro? Because we gotta take this next question seriously. What happens when the when the old version of you wins?
Oh my goodness. I'm curious to hear what you think on this one, man. I'm curious.
Okay. We're gonna start out with this. Your calling gets weaker.
Oh,
I'm gonna say that again. Your calling,
break that down.
your calling, your gift, right? Your gift. What do we call gifts in today's time? A present, right? A present. What does it mean to be present? It means to be living in this current time. Your gift is to be present right here, to still be alive, meaning that you still have time to offer this world or to offer whoever God needs you to serve and help. You still got time to do that. When the old version of you wins, your calling gets weak. And it's not because God stopped talking to you. It's because you stopped praying and you stopped working. That's what we tend to feel. We think that, oh, God is not, I haven't heard from God in a while. It's because you stopped answering him. You stopped listening.
God's always there. That's a fact.
He never leaves us. So if you can't hear God in this season, it's because you ain't pick up the phone in a while. It's because you ain't praying. Because you ain't being consistent. You feel me? Pick up the phone, man.
That's it.
Like, your calling gets weaker when the old version of you comes back. And you got to understand this. When the old version of you comes back, this is when you start falling in love and you start defending your excuses again. Right? I'm going to give you some examples.
Defending excuses.
This is just the way I am. I have always been this way.
You're going to trigger some people with these, man.
I have always been this way. Either love me how I am or leave.
Jesus.
Right? We start saying that kind of bullshit to ourselves. Well, it's too late already.
It's too late. Ooh.
Let me just forget it. I'll try again next Monday since I didn't do it this Monday. That's it. We start defending our excuses. We start laying in bed with our excuses. We start getting defensive when people hold us accountable. And we start turning accountability into he's a hater.
Oh yeah.
He's just mad at me.
There's a lot of people that like to discount or just redirect
right
energy. Yeah.
You running late to work and you coming up to lies with your bosses that you had a flat tire or there was traffic that day. You start laying in bed with your excuses.
Yeah.
And once you start laying in bed with your excuses, time just passes by. And then you know what happens? You're approaching 2027, and then you're saying now again, oh, 2027 is going to be my year. This is when I'm going to lock in. This is when I'm going to get serious. It ain't because the devil don't want to see you win. The devil ain't wasting his time on anybody that's taking themselves out.
There's no need to.
It ain't always the devil. It ain't always the devil.
Shit.
It ain't always the devil.
Honestly, man, the way that I in my spiritual walk now view the devil, the entity that we call the devil, it really doesn't have much power. It really doesn't have much power. It has to feed off of you feeding it. You gotta feed the devil. And it's consensual. It's consensual. It's kind of like in those vampire movies where vampires can't just walk up in your crib. You got to invite them in.
Yep.
it's like that's the way the devil navigates.
Some real sinners type shit.
Yo, bro, the devil can't come into the crib. It can't come into your mind unless you allow it. Unless you allow it with your words, with your actions, with your thoughts. That's why they say you got to guard these things. These are treasures that you have. You have to guard it, because that's how it's like that mosquito that's just going to be buzzing in your ear, whispering all types of negativity. Whispering all types of negativity. There's a show on Netflix called Big Mouth.
Oh, I love that show. I love that show.
It's a bit wild. Let me just give y'all
I know
full
that
disclosure, it's wild.
The old version of me watched that show all the time.
It's a bit wild, but
it's a bit wild.
Appreciate it. Yeah, bro.
It ain't a bit wild.
They go over the top. But there's a character in the show, and I think this is something that the show did really well, where it's like it started to characterize how would I say? I don't want to say mental illnesses, but for lack of a better word, mental illnesses. And there was a character called Tito, the anxiety mosquito. And anytime one of the kids in the show was trying to, feeling good about themselves, here come Tito, the little mosquito, whispering those little words in your ear, whispering that negativity, whispering that discouragement. And the kids had to accept it in order for Tito to get stronger.
Yeah.
Or even another character on that same show, they called him the shame wizard.
Yeah.
The shame wizard. Because y'all, we adults, we know what shame feel like. We know what that shame feel like, and we know how detrimental shame can lock us down.
Yep.
When the kids were feeling good about themselves, the shame wizard, he felt like a fraud. He was like, dang, I lost it. I lost the sauce. I can't make nobody feel ashamed no more. But then here's the crazy thing, though. Shame Wizard started teaming up with the mosquito, and they started two-piecing these. They started, and that's how it works in real life. You'll get a little bit of anxiety whispered in your ear, and that'll trigger you to now think about the shame you used to feel, and now it starts to roll up into a big ball, and before you know it, you haven't done anything. You're no longer, you're a shell of yourself. You're a shell of yourself. And I think, to me, that's what happens when you let the old you win.
Come on.
You remain a shell of the full potential that you could have. You're not stepping into spaces as if you are meant to be there. You're not holding space. You're not taking up space the way you should. Dang, there was a movie that made a comment on something like that. Oh, I remembered it. Thank you. Thank you, God. It's a movie called The Book of Clarence. It was on Netflix when I seen it. It's a parody film, so those who are of the Christian faith, watch it. If you decide to watch it with patience. There's a wholesome meaning in it. There's genuinely a wholesome meaning. However, it's a very it's a parody type of film. But the main character, he's talking to his mom, and his mom said to him, "Shadows don't hold space." That shit, when I first heard that, I was like, this shit go hard. Shadows don't hold space. Because when you refuse to elevate into who you are supposed to be, you are a shadow of yourself.
That's good.
You're a shadow of yourself. And shadows can't influence tangible reactions. They can't influence tangible situations. When you look at your shadow, you don't see the color of what the shirt you're wearing.
That's good.
You don't see what pants you're wearing. You just see the silhouette. Shadows can't hold space.
That's good.
So if you allow the old version of you to win over and over and over again. You're nothing more than a shadow. You're nothing more than a shadow. You might look good in the silhouette,
Mm.
but do you actually have the substance? That's the real question. That's the real question. Do you have the substance? And
That's
that's
the,
what the new you is ready to develop. The new you wants to develop the substance.
the sauce.
The sauce.
You need that sauce, man. You need that good sauce.
No, for real.
Mm.
That's real. And as you step into it, you're gonna have to deal with some adversity.
Mm-hmm.
Deal with some adversity.
Because
For
that's the
those.
thing about the OU.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't gonna just let you take it.
Mm-mm.
That's why I said tug of war. Like the OU is not gonna just let you take.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, you know,
It's a
here,
fight.
here's a better life.
It's a
The
fight.
OU's not gonna just let you take it. Like it's not gonna be Amazon deliveries. Like here, you just sign right here, and you're gonna have a better future. No,
Yo,
it's gonna fight with your ass.
it's not prime shipping.
Hell no, you ain't getting one day shipping with this.
Mm-mm.
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 They're
This
not. They're not handling that box with care, right? Like there's glass in it. It's gonna be a tug of war.
No, that's a fact. It's like that Timu shipping. When you get the notification that your package got delayed,
Uh
are
huh.
you still gonna wait with the
Right.
same type of enthusiasm? Like, it's okay. I have the patience to wait for this package because I know that what's coming is gonna be worth it.
That's it. That's it,
Jeez.
dog.
Jeez, man. And that's why I'm
Ah,
so excited. Not for nothing. I'm really excited about this new year because from a personal level, and I know we've talked about this offline, and I remember you saying, I think you might have posted it as well online, where it's like the one word that really resonates deeply with you is clarity.
yeah. I said that yesterday. Yes, last night.
Clarity.
I have a lot of clarity going this new year. I don't.
Yo, bro. So much clarity. And the clarity doesn't come from just sitting in your chair and doing the research, so to speak. It comes from getting out there and doing the actions,
Yeah,
making those decisions,
getting you falling on your ass, man. Losing,
falling
failing,
on your
falling
ass.
short. I'm
For
telling you, bro. You don't really know what success tastes like until you taste it, losing a
Mhm,
lot. You're
mhm.
not gonna really know the difference. And I don't know if we just feeling this way because this is what comes with age and experience. But you just kind of just finally just like you just stepping into this, like just
Yeah,
we gonna do it. This we're doing it. We here now.
here. And can't nothing withhold us because we have that clarity, because we're moving with intention, and because we done already fell on our ass several times.
Several times.
We built up a tolerance for that.
Oh yeah.
There's a tolerance for getting your ass beat that you gotta have if you want to be successful
Oh yeah.
in any field. You gotta be willing to get your ass beat if you want to be an Olympic figure skater. Don't think you're gonna get there without falling on your ass.
No.
Fuck the Olympics. If you just want to take your family to a little skating trip or your little boo thing on a skating trip, you will bust your ass. You gonna fall. You gonna fall on your ass. The question is, what you gonna do after? What you gonna do after? The more you get up, then you start getting the hang of this. You be like, ooh. Then you start gliding on the ice. You're like, oh shit, I
Yep.
got this.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Come
2 weeks, 3 weeks later, you're gonna be up on Amazon looking for your own customized pair of skates.
Come on. That's it.
That's it, man.
That's it.
I love it. I'm excited, bro.
As you
I'm
should be.
real excited.
As you should be, brother. But you
Mhm,
know what? We done talked about the points of making a decision.
mhm.
We talked about the importance of reframing fear.
Mm-hmm.
We even gave them a heads up of what will happen if the old version of them wins.
It's a lot of
How do
game.
you finally slay that Goliath?
Jeez.
How do you become David?
Mm.
How do you give over? How do you get over the hump? How do you get to the mountaintop?
Mm.
Right? What does it take? What does it take? How does it look? And like, how does it feel? Right? This is like we're talking to the people right now that they haven't had like they maybe felt like they haven't had that big win yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
How? What does it
Ooh.
take? What does it look like? How does it feel? When do you know it's time to slay that Goliath? Like how?
The first thing that comes to mind for me, man, real talk, you got to get in the ring. You got to get in the ring. You're not going to slay Goliath sitting on the sidelines. You're not going to slay Goliath planning how you're going to slay Goliath.
Like I did that. I like how he did. You saw what he did, y'all?
Yeah. And like, yo, sometimes people psych themselves out. It's like, you know, it's gotta be this smooth thing where it's like, yo, it's gotta be perfect. It's gotta be a flawless victory. For anybody that's played Mortal Kombat, you know what that flawless victory is. People want to step into the ring and they want to hear that voice in the background, flawless victory. They don't want to take no shots.
No.
They don't want to take no shots. They just want to whoop on Goliath and not think Goliath going to whoop on you too sometimes, man.
That's it.
But the first thing for me is you got to get in the ring. You got to get in the ring. That just shows that you're willing to step in and step up. And I think the next version or the next piece for me that helps you with slaying that Goliath is knowing what your strengths are. Because you talked about that awareness.
Yeah.
You talked about how important awareness is going to be. And the reality of the situation is you can't be good at everything. You can't be good at everything. You can have an understanding of everything, but you can't be like the best in the room at everything. Because then you're the only one in that room. Like when I listen to wealthy individuals talk about how they grew their business and scaled their business, almost every single time they say they empowered the people around them that were better at tasks than them.
Yeah. That's good.
And they trusted those individuals with those tasks because they understood, here's where my strengths are. And to even relate it back to the analogy of the David and Goliath, this is one of the craziest things that when I learned the story in my younger years that I recognize doesn't get talked about a lot is that the king of that time, I believe it was King Saul, who employed David to go fight Goliath. The king and the king's advisors, what they tried to do was put David in a whole bunch of armor. They said, yo, the only way you're gonna defeat Goliath is by doing it this way. You gotta have the armor on. So they dressed him up in the finest of the king's armor. David got in that armor and he was just like, yo, this ain't me. This ain't me. And this is that word for those that feel like they constantly need to follow the path of others, that need to listen to the guidance of others. Sometimes people just don't know what your strengths are. That's why you got to know what your strengths are. David said, yo, I feel y'all on all of this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I appreciate it, but I don't need all of this. This is not how I'm going to win. So David took off all the armor and he said, all I need is my slingshot.
Yeah.
Just give me the slingshot and some rocks because that's what I'm good at. That's what I've been practicing. There's people out here, they have these natural talents. However, they feel like they got to do every piece of the puzzle themselves. When you know what your strengths are and you lean into your strengths and you don't try to overcompensate the things that you're weak at, then you can allow those people who are good at the things you're weak at to come in and help support the vision. So when I think about that, no, you was about to say something? You look like you was about to say something, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say David also made a decision. Because when Goliath was asking people who's gonna challenge him, everybody was shook.
Sure.
And David didn't even think twice. He was like, I'll challenge him. I'll slay the Goliath. He just made a decision. That's it. He didn't think about it. He wasn't like, all right, how tall is he? How much he weigh? He didn't try to start getting information. What is he good at? What is he strong at? Oh, he just said, yo, dog. It was like, who's Goliath? Who's gonna fight me? He said, I will. Period. He laughed. David looked crazy.
I see what you did there.
Come on.
I see what you did there.
He looked crazy to everybody. Crazy.
That's a Dave Chappelle-esque setup for the punchline on the back end. Wow.
He looked crazy to everybody. They're like, David. David looked like me. 6 foot, I'm soaking wet, 180 pounds, bro. No armor, no nothing. You know what a slingshot is? It ain't a sword. It ain't a sword. It ain't a sword.
That was good. He served that up.
Come on, man. I'm cooking real quick. He made a decision, and everybody looked at him like he was stupid. Everybody looked at him like, you're going to get killed out there. But it's only crazy until it's done. So if you're going to slay a Goliath, you got to make a decision and just go. David didn't look behind. He didn't look behind. Like, are y'all coming with me? He didn't do none of that. Like, hey, like who? Well, you got my back. He didn't care. He didn't care. He didn't need a plan. He didn't need a plan. He didn't have it. He didn't know. He didn't have the movie scene of how everything was gonna play out.
Yeah, there's no script.
He just did it.
There's no script, man. Shit, there's something that came to my mind right now is like, yo, stop watching reality TV, y'all. That shit is scripted.
Very scripted.
These arguments, the beef, the reflection, the reconnection, all of that shit is scripted.
And then the fucking reunion show.
And then the reunion, scripted. We getting too comfortable with scripted shit. That's not how that works.
No.
That's not how it works.
No.
It is not how it works. It is not going to be scripted. You have got to be willing to walk in and adjust and adapt. When you get too caught up on wanting things to be scripted, then you get punched in the mouth and you're like, whoa, what just happened? You don't know how to respond.
You was like, I thought this was supposed to be fake.
They thought it was the WWE.
Right? Nose busting and bleeding. It's like, no, this is the real deal.
Like, nah, you thought it was the WWE, but it was actually the UFC.
That's it, bro.
You gonna get punched in the mouth, y'all.
Come on.
Y'all gonna get punched in the mouth. Y'all gonna get tested.
Stop playing with me, bro. We're not playing around this new year.
We're not
playing around from this new year, bro.
You just gotta know how to punch back. That's why you gotta train. That's why you gotta be in the gym. You gotta prepare. But then, you know what I'm saying? Like, no heavyweight champion wins the belt through, like, in the practice ring.
No.
You don't win the belt in the practice ring.
Slay a Goliath, y'all. It's time to slay a Goliath.
Channel that inner David. Channel that inner David, y'all. For real.
Slay a Goliath.
Whoo. How you feeling, brother?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. I'm waiting for you to just to pass me that rock, bro.
Oh, he waiting for the alley.
He
waiting for the alley. I already know what you cooking up. I already know what you cooking up, brother.
So, listen.
Man, Mr. Drummond said I done worked real hard all year.
Listen,
slaved and toiled. I done been put under the pressure.
I just want my shot at this question.
And now I got a gem for y'all. Woo-hoo. That's what you getting ready to hit them with. You getting loose.
No, I wanted to answer the how to slay a Goliath real quick.
Oh, ooh, forgive me. Dang.
I'm already said, yeah, we ended the show.
No, I thought that's where you was going. I was like, oh,
No,
shit,
no,
he
no,
got,
no,
he
no,
got
no,
a
no.
gem. He
Not
got
yet,
a
not
gem
yet.
of a right hook.
I just wanted to add. I just wanted to answer the what does it take, how does it look, and how does it feel?
Yeah, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
What does it take?
Mm.
Willingness to lose what's holding you back.
Mm.
That could be friends. That could be relationships. That could be a job. That could be environments. That could be mindsets. What are you willing to lose in this new year?
Comfort, safety.
Not every comfort. Not every loss is a loss.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to slay a Goliath, these kind of losses are actually gains. So what are you willing to lose? What are you willing to close the door on? What chapters are you willing to close? What are you willing to say enough's enough? Right? How does it look? Very simple. Sticking to the fucking plan. You know, I've been seeing this whole trend. I've been seeing this whole trend that's like, I could rock with that. And it's like, I'm not rebranding in the new year. I'm just building on what I already have. I've been seeing a lot of those kind of reels and videos. And I'm for that. Stick to the plan. Stick to the plan.
Period.
Just because it's not working out at the moment in time doesn't mean you need to just change everything. Stick to the plan. If you ain't been consistent enough to see if it works out, you will never know. That's how it looks like. Waking up at the same time every day. Putting in the extra hours. Researching when you don't know what the hell you're looking at. Right? Turning on the camera and just started talking. Right? Saying no to the fling that you want to cut in the new year. It's saying no to your temptation to your desire if you're trying to save more money.
Talk to him.
Stick to the plan. That's how it looks like. What it takes, what are you willing to lose? How it looks like, stick to the plan. How it feels, you're going to feel isolated. You're going to feel misunderstood. You're going to feel like no one gets you. It's going to be awkward as hell. Everybody's going left and you the one motherfucker that's going right. It's going to feel very awkward when you on the path to being great because you have never been there before. So it's going to feel awkward. It's going to feel confusing. And now I can lead you into my damn one gem. Right?
Those was just the jabs. That's crazy.
That's it, right? That's it, right?
The jabs. That's
when you finally
crazy.
lock in. It's not because you didn't become a new person. It's because you stopped negotiating with the old one.
Jesus.
We think it's the new year, new me. No, you've been the same person. You just finally tapped in what you've been burying inside all along. What you've been hiding all along. Do you know what it says in the word? When you don't use your gift and you don't build your gift and you don't work on your gift, God will take your gift and give it to somebody else.
Give it to somebody else.
It happens all the time. How do you know that, Mr. Drummond? Oh my God, I saw this guy, I saw this YouTuber, I saw this one Instagram page. That was my idea like 4 years ago. I wanted to do something just like that.
Yeah.
Because you ain't working on your gift. You ain't blessing the world with your gift. You don't got all the time in the world. God will take your idea and give it to somebody else because you want to sit on it, because you keep saying you're not ready.
Jeez. Mr. Drummond not letting y'all breathe.
Fuck no, we suffocating this damn episode, bro. Because I'm talking to myself right now, man. I'm talking to myself right now.
That's that part.
I've said for the past 4 or 5 years, I wonder how I will look when I finally lock in, when I finally stay consistent. It's not because you didn't become a new person, because you stopped talking and stopped negotiating with the old version of you. Like Kobe Bryant said in a famous ass interview, He made a contract with it. He made a contract with himself, and he signed his name on the line, and he said he wasn't turning back.
Period.
Lock in is not sexy. Lock in means your phone is gonna be dry. Lock in means that there's gonna be people calling you boring or like, oh my God, you don't go out. Or, oh my God, you do. That's come on. But the beauty about lock in, it leads to so much freedom and peace of mind, man.
You can't put a price tag on that.
You can't. I want everybody to be able to say they're doing what they want to do with themselves.
Mm-hmm.
They're taking charge of their life and they're living a life that they want to live. And they don't have to go by somebody else's standards or rules. But you really got to push yourself to get over that edge.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't getting any younger. Time is going to keep going. And time is, this is the thing about time, it ain't going to wait for none of us. So 2025 was not your best year. It was a down year. It was a stressful year. It was a depressing year. It's not the new date, the January 1st, that's just going to magically change everything. It's here. Stop negotiating with the old version and make a decision and just stick to it. Start small and work your way up.
Mm-hmm.
And stop fucking thinking it's going to be an elevator. It's going to be a staircase. And there's going to be people at the top throwing down barrels like they Donkey Kong. It's going to be oils on the fucking steps and on the rails. And you got to just say, fuck it.
Yeah.
I'm going no matter what. You're not waiting for permission. You're not waiting for people to join you because your friends is not going to support you. Not because they don't love you, but it ain't going to be your friends.
It's not good. Yo, that's the one. Whoo! If y'all take anything that he just said, please take that. It ain't gonna be your friends.
It ain't going to be family.
It ain't gonna be the family.
They will the first 2 weeks, but after that, they go back to their regular lives.
Right back.
Stop waiting for permission to be great, man. Lock in.
And stop hanging out with the frauds. See, there's something that you said, man. You said there's people that like people didn't change who they were, type of thing. Something like that. I'm paraphrasing. However, that applies to the frauds as well. It applies to the frauds as well. The frauds ain't gonna change. And there's a lot of people. I'm trying to be modest and friendly ish. There's a lot of people out there that's fraudulent. There's a lot of people out there that's fraudulent, man. They'll talk all the good game. They be the ones that be like the new year, new me. It's like, no, motherfucker, you the same person you was last year. That bum ass person that was sitting on the couch eating on somebody else's snacks that you ain't paid for.
Yep.
And you're not even working towards nothing.
Nope.
But you be the first person to criticize some shit when you see someone else trying to get up. There's a lot of frauds out here, y'all. So you got to exercise that discernment, exercise that wisdom to be able to identify them and be like, yo, keep your raggedy ass over there, man. I ain't got no time for you.
One of my favorite quotes that I ever made, because I know no one ever made this before.
You better trademark it.
Embracing your pain is a pregnancy that will birth greatness. Right? You think about pregnancies, that's a journey. It's a process.
Big journey.
A lot of ups and downs, a lot of emotions, right? And throughout that process, they want to make sure they're eating right, being active because they want a healthy baby, right?
Yeah.
In this context, that baby is your dream, that vision.
Mm-hmm.
You got to embrace that pain. Embracing your pain is a pregnancy that will birth greatness. Babies that come out healthy, outside of genetics, outside of unfortunate misluck, but babies that do come out healthy, 7 out of 10 times, usually those mothers that are doing what they need to do throughout their pregnancy, despite all the ups and downs and emotions that they feeling.
Mhm.
That child is your dream. Take care of your dream, man. Take care of it in this season, and do what you got to do.
Simple.
Close us out, man. What's your one gem, brother?
Jeez, I'm trying to still wrap my head around which part of what you just said was the gem, because you just gave like 6.
My bad. My bad.
You
My
gave
bad.
like 6, bro.
I know
You
I'll
taking
be
people
doing too
down to
much.
the gold mine now, man.
I be doing too much. I be doing too much. I be doing too much. I'm
Jeez,
just
thank
passionate.
some for that for 2026, man.
I'm just passionate, man. I'm excited for everybody.
Yeah, no, that's a fact. Definitely excited. I'm excited for the ones that's ready to get to it. Because I don't want to prey on nobody's downfall. But I know those who ain't gonna be doing it, those who ain't showing up, I feel this might be that year.
Bruh,
2026, I feel like it's gonna be a big separator
bro.
between those who's really showing up and those who's not.
Yeah.
And again, I don't pray for nobody's downfall. I know there's enough for us to all win. There's enough space for everybody to win, but there's just some people that don't want it.
They don't.
That just don't want it. And so I have to realign my vision to not look at y'all. Because if I look at y'all too much, then I'm going to want to reach back and help y'all. And when you grab my hand, all you're going to do is bring me down.
Yeah.
I have to realign my vision. And I'm only going to focus on those who's actually trying to get to it. Because those are the people we're going to help each other up.
Yeah.
We're going to hold each other down. We're going to lock arms.
Yeah.
And ride through this together. And we're going to see that beautiful sunset on the other side. You can't bring everybody, man. You can't bring everybody. And it's tough. It's tough. It is tough. You just go on social media and you hear some of the conversations people are having. You're like, yo, these people not serious. They're not serious about it.
Nah.
They're not serious about it. However, the gem that I would like to present to you all, it might not be as fancy and flashy as Drummond's gem. Drummond was in them coal mines, man. He was hand pressing them joints together to get them diamonds.
What's your one gem to end the show? My bad.
It's a quote I had heard from a great speaker, philosopher, someone that I love to listen to. His name is Alan Watts. If y'all been watching, y'all been hearing me talk, y'all heard me reference Alan Watts more than once.
Many times.
Yeah, like because he just be hitting the gems. But I felt it was necessary to share this with y'all tonight as we prepare to walk into this new year. There's a quote Alan Watts says, "The universe doesn't respond to your lips, it responds to your nerves."
Go into depth.
When you start to elevate, when you make that decision, you stop making excuses. And just like you said earlier, my brother, life is going to throw all of these things at you to see if you're serious. Can your nerves handle that pressure? Because it's easy to say that you want to be great, but can your nerves support being great?
I like that.
Can your nerves support being great? And it reminds me of, there was a conversation Joe Budden was having on his podcast where he was reading a statement made by a top music executives, where the music executive was saying the number one thing that separates those who make it in the music industry and those who don't are their nerves. Can your nerves support not being in the spotlight? Can your nerves encourage you to still work when nobody knows who the hell you are? Do you have the nerves to navigate that process? or are you going to fold because you don't have the nerves? Anybody can say they want to be great, but not many people are willing to build up their nerves to actually navigate what it takes to be great. Because the universe is going to respond not to your lips, but to your nerves. And with that, I just want to say, on behalf of Mr. Drummond and myself, thank you. Thank you for rocking through this year with us, man.
Thanks, bro.
What a year it's been.
Amen.
What a year it has been.
I'm proud of our consistency.
Yo, not for
You know what I
nothing.
mean?
Every Monday.
That's something we struggled with. I'm proud of our consistency, bro. And I know this is gonna grow. We just gotta keep working.
Yeah.
And get our nerves in fucking check. You heard what he said. Get your nerves in check. Get your nerves in check. I've never heard that before. I'm definitely gonna tap into that. But I am proud of us, like for real. And whether it's 2 people watching us, 50 people watching us, I look forward to continuing to embrace this journey with you because it's teaching me, 1, how to be consistent, but 2, also how to respect somebody else's time because we both live 2 different lives. You're a parent, I'm not. I live in Florida. You're in New York, and it's a journey. It's a process to try to work with somebody, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes we have our disagreements. Sometimes we're agreeing on things, but I wouldn't want it any other way. To see what we can do with a podcast with no other person other than you, bro. So I'm very grateful and honored to take this journey with you, and I look forward to taking this thing to another level in the new year.
Ooh, it's gonna be good, man.
That's it.
It's gonna be good. It's
That's
gonna
it,
be
bro.
good. It's gonna be good.
Check your nerves and check your vibrations, man.
Mm,
That's it.
that's how we live.
That's what we on.
That's how we live.
That's what we on, brother.
Sure. Again,
That's
on
it,
behalf
man.
of Mr. Drummond and myself, we just want to thank you for being here with us on the Talk That Shift podcast, the space where we have conversations that move people forward. If you were blessed by the episode, if you have any type of, we like to open up the comment section. We like to get the people to share their wisdom. So if you have any wisdom that resonates with what we've been talking about tonight, please make sure to comment that wisdom. You never know who's waiting to hear what you about to say. So feel encouraged to go to the comment section and share that wisdom that you got. While you're there, you might as well like the video. You might as well subscribe to the channel so that you can tap in with us and grow alongside us, because your presence for sure shapes the space and it allows us to hold these conversations. So in the spirit of that consistency that my brother, Mr. Drummond, was talking about, we're going to be here next week.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to be here next week. So make sure you set your calendar. It's going to be a festive one. We're going to feel good. I'm excited. So make sure you set your calendar for Monday evening at 7 p.m. We're going to be right back here on YouTube live with y'all. We live with y'all, baby. We live with y'all. We want to feel the energy. So tell a friend to tune into the podcast next Monday night at 7 p.m. Eastern time. I gotta say that because there might be some people on the West Coast tapping in. We just want to make sure we accommodate them as well. Nah, but for real, y'all, we love y'all so much. We are so eternally grateful for each and every one of y'all. And on behalf of the Talk That Shift podcast, we want to wish you a happy new year. 2026 is coming.
Amen.
And we can't wait to see all the amazing things that y'all doing this year.
Amen.
Brother, any last words for the good people?
Lay low and boss up, baby. You know how I do. You know how I do. We come lay low and boss up.
That's it.
That's it.
Y'all have a good night. We'll see y'all next week. For those who want to be great, we'll see y'all.
Peace. Appreciate y'all, man.